Ceema, and I am back with a new lesson on the difference between the expressions still better, better still, and better yet. Well, each of these three expressions are used quite often when we speak the English language, but you have to be very careful about its usage because its usage differs with the context and the meaning when you are speaking something. So let us deal with the first expression, which is still better. Alright, when do I use the expression still better? I use it when something was better before and it continues to be better now. Okay, so for example, you have a son and his father who are going out to play, say, a basketball game, and then his son, the teenage son, challenges the father to a basketball game. Now the father can say something like, "I'm not as good as I used to be, but I'm still better than you." Now if you notice, I just said that you use still better when something was better before. So the father is telling his son that, look, I used to be good enough before, but I'm still better than you, which means he continues to still be better in that particular thing. So therefore, you use the expression still better. I could say something like, I'm not very good with singing, but I'm still better than you, which means I used to be good at it, but I'm still better than most people in singing. Or I can also use still better in another way when I want to say that something is better even though it has some bad points. Let's take an example. The chicken is dry, but it is still better than what I cooked yesterday. Okay, so we're saying that something out here is not very good, but it is still better. So we know that something has certain bad points, but we say that, look, it's still better than what we did before. So the chicken has got some bad points. It wasn't cooked very well, but we are saying that it is still better than what was cooked yesterday. Well, that's how you use the expression still better. We're now going to deal with how we use the expressions better still and better yet. Now that you've understood the expression still better, we will deal with the expressions better still and better yet together. Well, why am I dealing with them together? Because they are diametrically opposite. In fact, they are the complete opposite of each other. So let's see what each of them means and in what context we use each of them in. The expression better still is used when someone makes a good suggestion, but you have an even better one. You have an even better suggestion. So let's look at an example which says you can send them your resume, which is your CV, or better still, try contacting the hiring manager directly. Now, do you see what's happening here? There is this person who wants to obviously get a job, and he's trying to get in touch with his potential employers. So he has an option of sending his CV or his resume, but there is an even better suggestion, which is contacting the hiring manager directly. And therefore, we use the expression better still to override the suggestion which was given before, which is a pretty good one, but you have an even better suggestion, and therefore you use the expression better still. Now, why is better yet the exact opposite of better still? Because it is used when you want to offer a better suggestion to replace a bad idea. Okay, so in contrast to better still, better yet is a suggestion which is a better suggestion to replace not a good idea, not a good suggestion, but a bad idea, a bad suggestion. So let's look at the example. We have a conversation going on, okay? So one of the persons tells his friend, if I'm late, I will call you and inform you. Or if I'm late, I will call you and let you know. His friend responds and says, better yet, why don't you take responsibility and leave earlier next time? Now, the friend used the word better yet because he wanted to tell his friend that, look, coming late and informing me is a bad idea, but I'm going to give you a better suggestion to replace your bad idea. And the better suggestion is to take responsibility for yourself and leave earlier next time so that you don't get late. Well, that's what you use better yet in. You use better yet when you want to replace a bad idea by offering a better suggestion. Well, that's it from me on this lesson on the differences between our expressions still better, better still, and better yet. Well, I hope you've understood this lesson, but now it is time to take a test to find out how much you've learned. So please go on to the link in the description below this video to find out how much you've really understood. Well, that's it from me from this lesson on still better, better still, and better yet. I'll be back with some more. Until then, this is me saying goodbye.